All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back into a video with Gamecock Chuck. Hey, make sure you hit that like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype this video. Apparently, YouTube likes all that stuff, so do that. Help me grow. Help me continue to get where I want to go. I'm right there at 1,800 subscribers almost. I need 2 more, so help me out. That was my, before the end of football season, goal for this year. So help me out with that. I appreciate it so much. Coach Beamer's at it again, man. He is at it again. Open mouth, stupid shit falls out. that's where we are right now, man. I tell you, this guy can't help himself. He can't help himself. And I get it, man. I get it. That's my expectations of this team is playoffs and SEC championships as well. But this guy is at it again. He is selling hype. He is selling hope. He's selling optimism to all y'all sunshine pumpers and big time boosters and donors that believe everything that comes out of that man's mouth. Not me. He's not doing that to me again. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's the saying, right? Well, he's not doing it again. I bought into that hype this past year of how decent this team was going to be, how good this team was going to be. I drank that Kool-Aid, I guess you could say, but not no more. No, I'm not listening to any of that crap. He had his weekly press conference today, leading up to the Coastal Carolina game this coming this Saturday, and he's at it again. Like I said, he got up there, and I kid you not, this man's already predicting 2026. He said this time, it's a Tuesday, he said this time next year, we're going to be sitting in front of our TV when the CFP rankings come out to see where we are in the mix. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This program right now has sunk to an all-time low, or to a low, not an all-time low, an all-time low under his tenure, I guess you could say. We're 3-7. We just set the record for the biggest comeback by a team. We were winning 27 points, by 27 points at half, up 30-3 on Texas A&M. Now, before we get into talking about that a little bit here, let's put this in context. Now, that game, 30-3, was not indicative of what that game should have been. If you think about it, if you watch that game, yeah, we put 30 points on the board, 23 offensively, 7 defensively. But Texas A&M gave us opportunities to put up them points. Okay, there was times where Marcel Reed didn't look like he didn't look like he could hit the broadside of a barn with a football. Okay, that and the wide receivers could not hold on to him. There was numerous passes they dropped that would have went for 6, that would have went for big time first down, big chunk plays, and they just could not do it in the first half. And that is why South Carolina built that 30-3 lead. It had nothing to do with our defense, because I'm not going to let them off the hook, because defensively they didn't play well either. I mean, I'll just be honest, I'll be real. But it wasn't our defense that kept them to 3 points. No, it was them hurting themselves, kind of like been doing all year, hurting ourselves. Anytime we'd move the ball, we'd hurt ourselves. We'd shoot ourselves in the foot. That's exactly what Texas A&M did, with drop after drop after drop after high throw or whatever, or turnovers. That's was the reason why we were up 30-3. And then guess what? You know what good teams do? They go into the locker room, not cheering, not happy, because Beamer said nobody was in that locker room. Nobody went in that locker room at halftime celebrating. But what does he do? Go into the locker room? He's pumping up the crowd, cheering. Come on, Beamer. Come on, dude. It's irritating. But anyway, good teams go to the locker room. They make adjustments. They come back out, and they do what Texas A&M did. They go out there and they drag our dicks through the dirt for the rest of the game and make our day miserable. And all the fans that got hyped up and got hope was just let down again. The classic Gamecock way, just like every year seems like it happens. And we, like I said, we made history. Let A&M have the largest comeback since 2004 in SEC. Let Marcel Reed had a career high day, over 459 yards passing or something like that. And KC Concepcion had 158 yards receiving. So, Yeah. So, but he goes out there and he predicts what we're going to do next year, and we still got problems now. He's still got to fix this team right now. He's got to get it ready for next year, and that includes trying to sell these young men to come back, the ones that have more years of eligibility, like Dylan Stewart. Sellers if he wants to. Some people don't want him. Some people want him. Wherever you are in that boat, hey, whatever. But he's got to sell all these guys, the running back room, the wide receivers, all them talented wide receivers we signed this past year. He's got to sell all them to come back. So he don't know who he's going to have on his roster for 2026. But yeah, he's out there spouting off this nonsense and this bullshit that we're going to be waiting around. We're going to be looking around at the rankings to see where we are in the mix for the playoffs. Oh my God, dude. And then on top of that, on top of selling these kids, you got to sell these recruits again that may be wafering or waffling to decommit and go somewhere else where they know they got a legit coach running this team and not some fucking circus clown out there on the sideline. So you got to sell them to stay into commitment. And then you also got to get out there and you got to get out there and do his due diligence and interview candidates for offensive coordinator and offensive line coach. If he's going to do that, and I'd venture to say he's probably not going to do that. He's probably going. If I was a betting man, and I don't bet, I may make a little wager here or there, but if I was a real gambling man, I would throw all my chips in on the Mike Fury as offensive coordinator, and that is not it. That is not it. I'm telling you. We mustered 23 points. Like I said a while ago, we mustered 23 points against Texas A&M. And y'all come at me, oh, no, we scored 30. No, we didn't. 7 was defensively. 23 was offensive. That is no more than what Mike Shula put up when he was here. So he's not it. But I'd venture to say that's what Beamer do, to take the lazy way out of it and promote him. And then promote Sean Elliott to offensive line coach. I got no problem with that one. Okay, I like Sean Elliott. He's a fiery, intensive guy, in your face, in your ass. He will push you farther than you think you can go. That's kind of coach he is. He's got passion and fire, and that's what these young men need on the offensive line. So I got no problem with that hire if that happens. But I'd venture to say that he's probably going to take the lazy way out and promote Mike Fury, just like he did last year with Shula. And he said in his press conference today that he has agents blowing up his phone, wanting to gauge interest in so and so, whoever their coach they representing or coordinator they representing is interested in this job as offensive coordinator. I'm calling BS on that too, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Until I see it, I don't believe nothing. And I don't believe this hope and hype and bullshit that he's selling this year for next year either. I'm a person that I got to see. I got to see results on the field, and we'll find out first few games of next year where we are. And I don't know if somebody showed this man the schedule or not, but we got a daunting, harder schedule next year, I think. We got Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia back on the schedule. So, I mean, really, you're predicting, you're going out on a limb right now and giving all these boosters and mediocre fans that love your sunshine pumping and your clown antics and things that you do on the sideline, your little childish temper tantrums that you throw on the sideline, you telling all them people that love you and believe everything that comes out of your mouth that we're going to make the college football playoff next year because you think we're that close. No, we're not that close. We're not as close as he thinks. He's not as close as he thinks we are. I guarantee you that. But we'll see. Like I said, we still got 2 more games in this season. Coastal Carolina, Clemson. Like I said, Coastal's not a guarantee regardless. I mean, I believe we're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them by, I don't know, probably double digits or whatever. But it's not a guarantee, man. It's not a guarantee. Coastal, they put up some points and they run was it an option kind of offense or something like that, or veer or whatever it is. So I bet we may have trouble with that, and they may put up 30 or 40 points on us, but can we score 30 or 40 to keep up with them? We'll see. We will see. We shouldn't have no problem, but we've seen it this year. We struggled with Virginia Tech, we struggled with South Carolina State, and we struggled with everybody else we played this year trying to put up points. So, what makes you believe we can put up 30 or 40 on Coastal? I think we're gonna beat them, but like I said, some people don't. But it is what it is. And then we got the Clemson game. Of course, everybody, man, that's a lot of these fans that are Gamecock fans. That's all they care about is beating Clemson, which we saw last year. That really had no bearing on anything we did as far as the playoffs or anything. Beating them did nothing, absolutely nothing for us. Yeah, it improved our record to 9-3, but outside of that, that's all it did. That's all it really did. So, I mean, if you into bragging to your neighbor, or your coworker, or friend, or your country club buddies, or your golfing partners, or whatever, then hey, that's you right there. My expectations for this team is the SEC championship and the college football playoffs, and that's what every Gamecock fan's expectation should be. It shouldn't be trying to get to the Duke's Mayo Bowl or the Gasparilla Bowl or the bowl that's in Birmingham or whatever. Your goal or your expectations, and anybody that coaches football or fans of a team should want to win championship. That's the ultimate goal, not just getting to a mediocre bowl. I guess we should want to have. Hell, we always been mediocre, but it shouldn't be getting to a mediocre bowl or just beating your in-state rival that has no bearing on anything you do. Beating them don't get you to the conference championship. Beating them don't get you to the college football playoffs because that's where we thought we were going last year after we beat them, and it didn't help. So, but if that's what you're into, hey, that's fine. Okay. But like I said, I'm not believing any more hype, any more bullshit that comes out of this man's mouth. I want results. I want results. Okay. And that's what every Gamecock, like I said, that's what every Gamecock fan should want. And if you're not digging this video, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's fine. Leave a comment and thumbs down if you don't like it. Okay. But I encourage you to hit the thumbs up. If you do like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hype this video, leave a comment, share. Let's get me to over 1,800 subscribers. And let's see how the rest of the season plays out as far as these last two games, and see where we go as far as the coaching searches, as far as offensive coordinator and offensive line coach. So hopefully Beamer proves me wrong. I would love nothing more than to come on here and do a video talking about how stupid I am and how wrong I am this time next year, sitting in front of my TV, seeing where we are in the rankings, the college football playoff rankings. I would want nothing more than to be wrong about that, but I'm not. I'm not buying it, and I believe I'm on the right path here, as is several other Gamecock fans that I know. So, like I said, if you like it, you like this video, hit the like button, all that stuff. If you don't, hey, nothing I can do about it. Keep swiping, hit the thumbs down, comment, whatever. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in and listening to me. So do all them things. Y'all have a good evening, and I will see you guys in the next one.